Yo, what is going on YouTube? I am Germ here. So I know I just posted a Rekkles video late last night. I don't know if you guys have seen that yet, but it's been popping off. It has been the best performing video that I've posted since my return to YouTube over the past couple of weeks. And today we're going to be talking about Rekkles and Fnatic once again, not only to milk that, kind of video idea since the last video did really well, but because even since that video I posted last night, so much new information and drama has come out regarding Rekkles and Fnatic. Rekkles seems like he's been in almost constant drama over the past couple of years, so this really isn't that hard to believe. And I don't know, it just seems like this is the norm for Rekkles at this point. There's always something to talk about. There's always something going on. So first up, Ibai actually tweeted out, no context, no caption, no words, no nothing, just him and Rekkles, a picture of them two together. And obviously this is interesting because there has been some rumors recently coming out from Alejandro Gomis that Koi is looking to move on from Trimby. They're allowing Trimby to explore options, and they're going to be exploring other options in the support position as well. There's also been some rumors that Rekkles is one of these choices for Koi, or potential choices for Koi. So Ibai tweeting this out could be taken two ways. One, maybe him hinting at a kind of pairing up of him and Rekkles, maybe just publicly saying that he likes Rekkles and he wouldn't mind Rekkles being a part of his team. And then there's the other half that's saying, hey, Ibai is leaning into this way too hard. There's no way Rekkles is coming to Koi. Hey, maybe there's some bad rumors, some bad speculation, some bad news. Who knows? And hey, people would say that him tweeting this out means that it's not happening. I don't know. You guys can decide for yourselves. Either way, I'm letting you know. Ibai did tweet this out. It got 1.8 million views. It shows just how strong the brands of both Rekkles and Ibai are. Putting them together is absolutely amazing. It's absolutely a banger, especially in the League of Legends esports community. And this is a potential pairing up we could be seeing. Now, getting into some of the more spicy stuff, getting into some more of the drama we had from this recent podcast. I don't know if I actually have the clip. Let me see if I have it on from the Fnatic subreddit. Now, this is in not in English. It's in Spanish, I believe. Askernan is talking with some guy on a Spanish podcast, and you can see the headline here. I didn't know Rekkles was re-rolling, role swapping until he posted the video on Twitter. So they're talking in the Spanish podcast. They're like, so how did you find out about the Rekkles role swap? Askernan says, I found out from the Twitter video. Really? He didn't tell you anything? No, we had no idea. I saw the video and I was in shock. I talked to Dardo and I asked him what was happening. I promise. And what did Dardo tell you? He told me they found out about it that afternoon, like a couple of hours before, that they were shocked and already making moves and doing things. Now, this is pretty surprising to a lot of people, I think, and there's a couple of different ways to look at this. One, people are drawing a lot of parallels to the Bjergsen news, where 100 Thieves came out and was like, hey, Bjergsen didn't tell us that he was retiring before he posted that video, or he told us like just shortly before posting it. We would have appreciated more of a heads up, blah, 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 blah. Some people saying, yeah, that's kind of weird to just announce something and then go live with it right away. Why don't you give him a couple days to, start figuring some things out, or a couple days heads up or whatever. Then there's some other people that are like, hey, fuck these orgs, power to the players, blah, blah, blah. Orgs will drop you in a second. Why can't players do the same thing? Maybe now orgs will start treating players better. They'll, they see how it feels, blah, 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 blah. There's really both sides of this. And that same thing is going on here. Certain people are saying, hey, what's the problem? Rekkles let them know before he posted a Twitter video. Let him know, hey, I'm role swapping, and then he said, hey guys, I'm role swapping to the world. What's the problem with that? That isn't weird. They didn't find out by the Twitter video. There's other people saying, hey, yeah, he did fine to Fnatic, but why not tell your teammates? Isn't that a little bit weird that your teammates, whose careers also matter, and also hopefully you have decent relationships with and are friends with, and again, some of these players you may be playing with at a certain other point in your career, maybe you don't want to rub them the wrong way by not giving them a heads up before the Twitter video goes live, because that has to be very, very weird. Imagine you're one of the Fnatic players. Imagine you're, El Yoya or something. You're scrolling through Twitter and this is how you find out about it. That seems a little bit strange, especially from, fellow kind of veteran players at this point, fellow LEC players. Why not just let them know? And then, of course, there's the people on the other side saying, hey, Rekkles can do what he wants. Rekkles gave his team a heads up. There's nothing wrong with this. I don't know. But, of course, just anytime anything like this happens, there's always going to be some drama going on. Again, on the League of Legends subreddit, some of the top comments being, hey, EU Bjergsen, which is funny. Everyone's mad here, but what's the problem? He told them he was going to role swap. They said, fine, but you're out then. So he was like, all right, and announced it. And we don't know if that's the exact timeline because I don't know if Fnatic probably didn't tell him you're out right away. They probably had to be like, okay, you're role swapping? Hold on, we got to figure out what the heck's going on. Then eventually decided, hey, we don't want you, yada, yada, yada. I thought this was funny too. Org tells player they're kicked without prior warning is flirting. Player tells Org they're not planning to play anymore with an entire offseason left. Harassment. Because that's the other thing. We are just getting into this offseason period before the summer split, obviously. So Fnatic really should have plenty of time to find a replacement for Rekkles. Yes, it might have shocked them a little bit. Yes, it might have thrown them off a little bit. Yes, they were probably not planning to have to find a new AD carry before summer, but hey, that's how things go. Again, sometimes players aren't planning to have to find a new team before summer split either, and then all of a sudden they do have to. On the Fnatic subreddit, I think Fnatic fans were mostly replying in a similar way. Razork didn't know anything until Oscarinen talked to him. Oscarinen said when he sees the video on Twitter, he calls Dardo, and Dardo tells him he's freaking out. They found out hours before. Same kind of stuff over here. Nothing too crazy, nothing too different. I thought this was interesting as well. Fnatic talking about how they have a transfer committee. Obviously Fnatic's going to be making some roster changes here coming very, very soon to at least the AD carry position, maybe to the support position as well. Who knows what's going on? But this is Stu says, we make roster decisions via a process that involves consultation and agreement via a full transfer committee and the collection of a lot of data per candidate we consider. Nightshare represents our LEC coaches on this committee and is consulted on each decision. We monitor and curate all the data needed to make a decision centrally, but definitely rely on the experts on the ground in Berlin to validate, guide the game-specific elements of any decision taken. The committee also includes the LEC team director, members of our central pro gaming management team, and key members of Fnatic's senior leadership team. This way, we ensure as best we can that all sporting decisions are well-rounded, data-driven, and also make sense as sustainable financial investment decisions for the company as a whole, rather than just for one team in isolation at one moment in time. We use this model for all of our titles, not just LEC. So that's kind of interesting. This guy says, I think this is newly established because subbing Rux for Hylissang doesn't fit any of this criteria. And if anything, please keep Dardo off roster changes. So this seems like very convoluted. It seems very complicated. It seems like a lot going on, but this could give, maybe some insight into how Fnatic is going to be making changes to their team going forward and how they're going to, go about replacing Rekkles and maybe having to get a new support as well. Who knows exactly how things are going to work out. Also on the Fnatic subreddit, they made a post saying, which AD carry would you prefer for Fnatic in summer? Looking at some of the different options. Bean, who I believe has already signed with a new team at this point, so I don't even think he's an option. We have Supa, we have Flocked, who as an individual player has actually received the most votes. We have Unforgiven. Don't know if he's going to be available, obviously from 100 Thieves, but maybe. We have Neon, and then Other actually won the poll. Should add Bao and Noah to the list. People kind of just talking about some of the different options there. So this is at least what Fnatic fans are thinking in terms of who they want to be the next AD carry replacing Rekkles. But that seems like kind of all the latest, all the new Rekkles stories, drama surrounding Fnatic and everything that's going on. Like I said, there's a lot of people on both sides of this thing, but just wanted to get the story and the news out to you because I thought it was kind of interesting. But that's pretty much it for this video today, guys. Hopefully catch you in the next one. But until then, peace.